Hi there, it's Joe Curtis here, and I have Abigail Ruth with me as well.
Hi everyone. Hi.
And we're just discussing some of the biggest misconceptions in the internet marketing, network marketing industries. And one of the biggest ones, I think, is the fact that a lot of people think the fastest way to go is by sharing the business opportunity with warm market. In other words, people that you know personally. We're talking your friends, your family, that kind of thing. Well, that's
Mm,
great if you do have someone in your family with a lot of experience and with a lot of networking experience, or they know how to build a big team. But if you're talking to people in your friends and family who've never done any internet marketing before, they've never done any network marketing before, then it's going to be quite a big struggle to build a big team if you're just going
mm.
more market. And building a big team is how you make the big money. Um,
That's so true. 25 years ago, myself and James, who we'll point out in a minute, James Curtis, we were in a network marketing business based in the UK, and back then, before the days of the internet, where the internet makes it so easy to find the sort of people that are interested in this kind of industry. Back then, the only choice we had was to phone up family and friends and badger our warm market. And another thing I find with warm market is that they tend to be the most skeptical people of all. And as Joe said, as you said, Joe, they don't really, mostly do not have a background in network marketing or a home-based business.
and I think that's a great point to touch on. And I think the reason why it's harder is actually people think it's easier to get in people who've never done this kind of thing before. But actually, it's harder because those people are more closed off. They're more skeptical.
Absolutely.
They're
Like, why
less.
would you build your business from people who are not in this kind of industry or not interested in this kind of industry? The best way to do it is to seek out people who are into this kind of industry already, have experience in it, love the industry, want to work from home, um, and are network marketers, basically.
And they're going to be the easiest people. I think a lot of people will assume that someone who's kind of on their level, so to speak, is going to be easier to bring in than someone who's more successful than they are. But we found that not to be the case. We
Yeah,
found,
we found it the opposite, actually.
and what you want is someone. At the end of the day, we're looking for builders. We're looking for to bring people into the business who are going to build a big team, who know what they're doing, who know how to build a big team. You know,
That's right. Just zoom out a little bit,
I just zoom out.
just to put some perspective on it. We have like maybe three warm market people in this. One being James, who I mentioned earlier, who's been in this industry for 25 years.
So obviously, if you've got someone in your family or friends who's got a lot of
Mm.
experience and who's built a big team in other things, then of course you want to go to them. We're not talking about those kind of people. We're talking about bringing in your aunt or your uncle or your friend who's sort of not interested in it, but they're joining it because they want to help you out. That's not the way to go if you want to build
No,
a big team.
that's right. And if you scroll along a bit more, and my mother is another one.
Yeah, so here she is here.
Yeah.
She's building a big team. She's doing well. But at the end of the day, you want people who have got experience. You're looking for um, you're looking for people who are networkers, not really um, people who sort of don't know what they're doing, if you like. And this is just so that you build a faster team. You build it well. Um, you just don't want to be bringing in people in the team who are going to struggle really.
That's right. I mean, everyone else that we brought in, apart from one lady who I used to work with, who reached out to me. She saw some of my posts and reached out to me, Anna. Apart from her and the two we've pointed out, everyone else is coming from cold market, from finding people on the internet. Put out an ad, make a video, reach out to a few people, people who might send you a friend request or some people that you send a friend request to. I mean, they've all come from cold market before working online and building an online business. We did not know these people at all. So that way you can go to groups like for network marketers or make money online or work from home, and the people in those groups are the sort of people that either are looking to do that or are already doing that. And
I mean, to make, especially with the business we're doing, you know, to make a really good monthly income with people and like your friends and family, unless they've got the networking experience, you're going to need a lot of people. But you could bring in 1 or 2 leaders who know what they're doing, and they could put a team of 1,000 people under you.
That's right. This system will teach people who have no experience, and that's one of the great things about it. It will teach people how to do that. But in terms of the people that we have personally signed up into this, the massive majority have been from cold market.
Yeah, and it's definitely the fastest way to go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't want to just rely on warm market. And another thing is, you got to remember there's 7 billion people out there, and most people in their warm market is just a handful of people. So if you're just going for your warm market, once you've exhausted that, then you're stuck. You have to go cold market if you want to build a big team. Yeah, so
you do. I mean, 25 years ago, what we were taught back then, and this is the old school way of doing it, we were taught to make a list of everybody that you know, friends, family, and then go to each one of those and get them to give you a list of everyone they know. And people feel really uncomfortable doing that. I absolutely did. And it's like, you feel then you're badgering, and then you kind of feel like you're alienating yourself from people who are friends or family or relatives, or you know, their friends. Or it's just really kind of awkward. And especially now in this day and age with the internet, you don't ever have to do that. In fact, I would advise by far the best way to do it is to build it on cold market. And then once you get to a certain level, people in the warm market are going to start and see you like really having some success, and then they're going to be coming to you and approaching you about it.
Yeah, so that's the thing with attraction marketing. If people see you getting results, they're going to come to you, and therefore you're the hunted, not the hunter. And I think that's another good point, because people will. What you really want is a lot of people every day coming to you saying, you know, how do I get started and how do I join the team? You know.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I know methods we teach of how to do that, but I think the main point of this video, the main sort of outline is, don't just rely on your warm market. Go after the cold market, because that's going to be a lot quicker than the warm market. Unless, of course, like I said, you've got people who you know well who have got a lot of experience,
like James.
And yeah, in which case go for them first. But if not, just concentrate on your cold market, guys.
Yeah, James is roughly half our business.
Yeah,
James and what he's built. So that's the difference. You go for network marketers.
Yeah.
And cold market.
Yeah. So I hope you've got some good value out of this video. I will put a link to check out our system in the description below the video, and I'll also put a link to connect with us on Facebook. So feel free to reach out, and we hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.
Yeah, bye for now, everyone.